Massive economic stimulus plan heads to the Senate or through the Senate. Republicans and Democrats are blaming, obviously, one another for the lack of bipartisan support.
Republicans have appreciated the president's outreach to present ideas, but we are too often met with this response: we won, and therefore we're going to do it our way.
With me now live, Republican strategist Alex Johnson and Democratic strategist James Boyce. And James, I want to start off with you because it was just yesterday Senator Kerry said basically we should ignore, or they should ignore the Republicans because they're going to vote no anyway. Is that a good way to start off the conversation or get this going through the Senate?
No, I don't think so. But I think, the truth of the matter is the Republican leadership in the House told everybody to vote no before they met with President Obama. And it's also an issue of change. We have to change the failed policies of the past. And if the Republicans stick with the failed policies of the past, it is absolutely right for the Democrats not to include them. It was those policies that got us in this $1 trillion deficit and into this mess. So we have to get out of the mess by changing our policies. And the Republicans keep bringing the same failed policies to the table. And it is correct for President Obama to reach out and discuss the plan with them. But he did extend compromises, and yet not one single Republican in the House voted for the stimulus plan.
Alex, let me get you to reply to that, because also you have some who say that the Republicans have come together and said no, but they've not come up with an alternative, one that they all agree on even.
Well, they have actually. I think Jim DeMint has sponsored an alternative plan in the Senate, and what happens is the House Democrats drew up this bill without even consulting with Republicans. So to claim it's a bipartisan bill is sort of a fallacy if you're not even going to ask for advice or ideas from the other side. Obama did sort of come in and meet with Republicans to get some ideas, but they were not involved in any way, shape, or fashion in terms of writing this bill. So there's nothing bipartisan about the bill.
So, Alex, if you're at home with family and friends, maybe at the Super Bowl watching the game on your TV, and a family member turns to you and says, who's responsible for what we saw this entire week? Does the onus solely lie on Democrats, as you just explained your stance?
Well, they certainly wrote the bill, and what's frustrating for Republicans, I think, is Democrats are calling this a stimulus bill, but so little of this money is actually being used for stimulus. I think the Wall Street Journal said only 12% of the bill is used for stimulus. Only 25% of the bill is even being spent this year. So if this is emergency spending, why is 75% of it not even being used this year? So I think there's going to be a lot of frustration, and Democrats are going to be sort of, this is going to be their bill. They're going to be responsible for it, whether it works or not.
James, is that what it boils down to? I mean, you hear Alex and other Republican strategists and Republican lawmakers say, listen, this is probably not going to work. It's going to be your bill. Do the Democrats now have to take the ball, run with it, and take the good or the bad that could come from it?
Oh, absolutely. The Democrats own the issue now, and they have the Senate, they have the House, and they have the White House. Democrats have to fix this problem. They have to step up, and they have to be aggressive. But it doesn't surprise me the Wall Street Journal doesn't like this bill, because the Wall Street Journal liked the $700 billion that went to the banks and got spent on $35,000 toilets. So of course they're going to oppose
they didn't
a
like
bill.
That either.
Excuse me, Alex. Of course they're going to oppose a bill that offers, food stamps to people that need it and unemployment assistance to people that need it. And there's $245 billion in tax cuts in this bill to get the country moving again. It's a good bill. Is it perfect? Probably not. But President Obama has only been president since last Tuesday. His team is working very hard. But you're right. The Democrats own this issue, and I hope they continue to stand up.
Alex, it's interesting. We're waiting. We just got a 2-minute warning that the president and vice president will come out, and they're talking about the middle class tax force. And the president, according to Politico, is expected to criticize that the middle class was ignored under the previous administration, and talk about some of the responsibility now on this current administration. And part of that obviously is the stimulus package. Every day, Alex, we're hearing that people are losing their jobs, and folks are honestly worried about where their next paycheck could come from. What do you think the Republicans can do to move forward to avoid the Democrats saying this is our ownership, this is ours, and we're going to run with this thing? What can realistically be done at this point?
Well, realistically, the Republicans don't have much power, much control of what happens because of the Democrat control of the House, Senate, and the presidency. So this is largely
Alex,
falling on...
let me interrupt you. They're both walking out right now. Thank you very much. We're going to listen in now to the president and vice president.